So welcome to some early Monday morning yoga. Thank you for joining. It's lovely to see you. So just beginning together by finding a nice comfortable seat. Maybe you feel like softening your gaze or closing your eyes. And as you become more and more present on your mat this morning, begin to notice your sit bones. And notice if they're equally connected to earth. And then begin to notice the length of your spine and very gently finding space between each vertebra. And as you do this, softly move your navel towards your spine, feeling this inward motion. And as you do this, notice how contained you feel, how held and supported. And then just feeling into this sensation and know that you are held, you are supported, you are contained, and this is coming from within you. And then becoming even more present now with that awareness, begin to notice your breath. So notice as it enters your nostrils. Notice the movement of your body, the expansion of your belly and your ribs. Maybe your shoulders lift gently. And then exhale, notice that reverse of the movement. And then also becoming aware of energy flowing up and down your center line or prana or breath. So on your inhale, this life force comes from the tailbone and sweeps up to your crown. And on your exhale, it moves down from the crown to the root, the sit bone. And then being fully present in the moment, noticing the breath, noticing the body, and also noticing the energetic, the frequency of this experience. And then releasing this sensation of the breath moving up and down your spine, your center line. And just notice the effects of this focused breathing technique. And then your next deep breath in, breathing from your heart chakra. So imagine the breath coming in from your heart. And then sighing it out from that heart chakra. Opening up, giving and receiving equally. Bringing your palms to meet and then connecting your thumbs into your heart space. And if you feel called to, you can place your palm on your heart and closing and holding yourself here. Whatever feels good, whatever flows. And then taking a moment to feel into the space, the seed of love and compassion, of kindness, of service. The place where this infinite and finite meet and we have this human experience. And then just setting your intention from the space. And the general intention for the class this morning is practicing self-love and presence. So you can also feel into that and then setting your own intention, of course. Good, and then releasing your hands to your knees and just gently beginning with very soft neck rotations. On your exhale, let the chin move across your chest. And on your inhale, let your chin rise up to the sky. If you want to make these movements quite energetic and not very physical just to start off with, so that you're being gentle with your neck, your shoulders, with yourself. And if it feels good, if you feel like you need more physical movement, then honor that, moving your neck a little bit more. And of course, as always, connecting your breath to your movement. On your exhale, that chin rolls across the chest. And on the inhale, moving up. And then changing direction. Oh, buddy. And then slowly beginning to make this movement smaller and smaller until you come to stillness. Taking a deep breath in and open the mouth, sigh it all out. Just let it go, just surrendering. Good, and then bringing your hands, your arms into a T position, shoulder height. And feeling the length through your fingertips. So really spreading your fingers, reaching your arms. Notice the space between your shoulder blades. With your breath in, lengthen. And on your exhale, you bring your chin to your chest and you bring the palms to meet, round your upper back, keeping the arms straight. And then inhale, opening up again, coming to that T position. And then on your exhale, you round again, you tuck the chin, palms meet. And then you find your rhythm, you move with your breath. Your inhale brings you into T. And your exhale takes you to this rounded palms meeting position. And this breath is a heart-opening breath exercise. So feeling into the essence of this experience. Activating the heart chakra and breathing from it. Living your life from the essence of love, service, compassion, kindness. And remembering to start at home, to begin here. Next time you come into T position, you stay there for a moment. Just taking the observer role, and then inhale, reaching your arms up to sky, interlace your fingers, and then pushing the palms to the sky. Just checking in with your navel here, maybe moving it again to the spine, feeling contained. Soften your shoulders. Feeling like someone's pulling on your wrists. Taking breath here. Again, just knowing you are held in this position. And then exhale, bending over to the right. Inhale, back center. And exhale, bending over to the left. Inhale, back center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, back center. Lengthen, inhale. And then exhale, release your hands, let them float down to your mat. sigh your breath out. Taking a deep breath in here. And maybe stick your tongue out for lion's breath, sigh it out. Nice big release there. Notice that sensation of lightness. Good, and then on your exhale, beginning to rotate forward, move the body from the hips. On your inhale, rounding the back, tucking your chin. So now we're just feeling into the core of our body, our spine. Just activating through the space, feeling how the body feels this morning. And again, moving in a way that feels good to you. Flowing with what the body needs, being present, being aware. And moving with love as we change direction. Exhale forward, inhale to round. Slowly making these movements smaller. As you make them smaller and smaller, coming to center, coming to stillness, feeling into the sensations, feeling into being held. And then staying in this easy pose, this cross-legged position, we're going to do a little bit of a forward fold with a hold at the bottom. So notice which leg is in front, lengthen with the breath in. And on your exhale, hinging your hips forward, leading your heart towards the mat, and then maybe move your fingers out in front of you. Lengthen, reach your chin and chest forward here. Take a deep breath in, and then on another exhale, see if you can bring your chest down towards the mat. Keeping that length in your spine for now. So trying to keep your chin just in neutral without tucking it to your chest. And then just in this position, wherever you are, feel your shoulders and just notice that they are soft. So move them away from your ears. And then notice your navel, maybe moving that to your spine and feeling contained in this position. And then connecting to your breath, allow your breath now to move into the body. Notice the life force releasing tension, releasing stress, releasing stories, and with your exhale you let go. You let go from love. And at any point, if you feel like sighing your breath out, you can do that, you can let it go. And we'll stay here for a minute or so. And then with your next inhale, slowly coming back up to center. Keep the chin tucked until last, sigh the breath out. Notice the effects of that forward fold. Feeling into the body, feeling into the space. And then hugging your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. Wrap your arms around your legs. And then maybe it feels good to move back onto that tailbone and let the feet hover. You activate through your core body and you really squeeze those legs to your chest. Feel that core connection and then releasing forward for Lola Asana. Let the hands come forward, keeping your thighs tight to your chest. Breathing, and if this is not available today, then you just carry on helping your connection, supporting your support. Good, breathing. Good, and then from here going to Navasana, so uncrossing your legs, keeping the thighs close to your chest. If this is not available, you can bring the toes to the floor, but let them hover. Otherwise, if you want more, you can straighten your legs. But just honoring where you are. And if you want to rest and not do this, also just resting, honoring where you are. Making loving choices towards your body. Good, and then now crossing your legs again, but bringing the opposite leg in front. Hold on to your knees, give yourself a hug. Get a little heat in our core. And slowly letting your feet come down, release your legs. Noticing sitting in easy pose with the opposite leg now in front. And just take a moment, lengthen your spine, and just feel into that heat in the center of your body. And then before we move into another forward fold, we're going to inhale and lengthen. And then exhale, twisting over to the left side. Look over your left shoulder. Just taking 1 or 2 breaths here. It won't be too long here. Maybe 5. Exhale brings the head forward. Inhale brings the body. Sigh the breath out. Let it all go. Lengthen with your breath in. And then exhale, twisting over to the other side. Looking over your right shoulder. Keeping that length, keeping that navel to the spine. Softening your shoulders. Again, taking a few breaths. Just sending loving, healing light to Iki, Malala. Exhale, head forward. Inhale, coming back to center. And sigh the breath out. And then lengthen with your breath in again. And with your exhale, you're hinging forward from those hips. Bringing your arms in front of you. Coming into this forward fold on the other side. And again, you want to just check in with yourself. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Feel the length in your spine. So keeping the length for today. Not tucking the chin in, but let it hang neutrally. Okay, Malala. And then again, just taking some breath here for a minute or so. Just letting it go. Oh no, Malala. You've been a good boy. Allowing yourself to sigh your breath out whenever you need to.
Allow yourself to let go and allow the breath to soften, to ease, and to bring healing to the stories. And as you inhale, coming up very slowly with your next deep breath in,
lengthen your sigh, your breath out. And just letting it all go, surrendering into the moment. And then from here, bring your feet into your mat about a hip distance, holding onto your knees. And on your exhale, round your back, tuck your chin in and hold onto your knees like an anchor point. So almost digging your fingertips into your knees. So you're active through your fingertips. You soften your shoulders and you tuck your chin to your chest. And then you really lean back here, but you're active through those little fingertips. And feeling this nice hammock sensation. Draw your navel into your spine. Feeling the release on the stretching that we've just done. And also notice your feet are anchored to the floor, so feel that grounding through both feet. And then we're moving with our breath here. We're flowing through a seated cat and cow. So on your inhale, you can wave your spine to straightness and then reach your chin and chest forward. And then on your exhale, you can round, tucking your chin and then rounding back into cat. And then again, inhale, waving that spine forward to cow, chin and chest forward. Exhale, rounding to cat. Then finding your rhythm with your breath, moving in this flowing meditative movement. Next time you come into the seated cat pose where you're back in a rounded position, you stay here, keeping your chin tucked. And then again, maybe lifting the feet up for a little activation through the body, a balance and a core activation. And then dropping the feet, inhale, coming back up to center, bring the chest to your thighs. And then sighing the breath out as you come to Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Let your soles of the feet meet. And then drawing the heels as close to your sitting bone as possible. And maybe holding onto your toes, and if you can open your feet like they're a book. So drawing the soles of the feet towards the sky. And then if you want to, you can place your elbows on your calf muscles, keeping your spine straight, so keeping that chin reaching forward. And then with your exhale, gently bring the heart towards your soles. And then finding your breath here. Again, we're staying maybe for about a minute here. So just feeling into the sensations, feeling into the body. If it feels good for you here to tuck your chin, you can do so. Or if it feels good for you to lengthen, keep the chin forward, you can do so. And then with your next inhale, coming up to center. And sigh the breath out. Just let it go. Just surrender. Good, and then from here you're going to keep this right shin to the parallel of your mat. And you're going to sweep this left leg behind you. So you're coming into this 90-90 seated position. And then you want to kind of feel into this position and try and be as equal on your sit bones here as possible, even though our hips are facing different directions. Good. And then we're just going to ease into our hips before we find some yin here. So inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, you want to change position of your legs to the back of your mat. So that the shin is now on the left facing the back of the mat and the other one is parallel. You can use your hands here to support your movement. And you can slowly move across. So I'll show you with the hands. Inhale to the other side. And then with your exhale, you're going to pause here. Release and let it all go. And then inhale to the other side. You can let your hands come up in front of you if you want. Sigh it out. Inhale, opposite side. Inhale, changing again. Inhale, changing to the front. Sigh it out, release. Inhale, changing to the back. Inhale, changing to the front again. And inhale, changing to the back again. Last time, inhale, moving to the front of your mat. And sigh the breath out. Good, and then from here we're going to pigeon pose. So finding where your front leg is to your top of your mat. The more parallel it is, the tighter your right buttocks will feel it. So if you need to tuck that foot in, you can. And then the left leg, as you come onto your hands, you swing that left leg behind you, straightening it. And slowly feeling into your pigeon pose. And if this is all you have available for pigeon pose today, you can stay here. Or if you feel like you have more space, you can come onto your elbows, or you can lower your forehead onto your hands. So just finding your pigeon pose on the right leg for about 1 or 2 minutes, finding your breath, feeling into the silence, feeling into the moment. Long inhales and long exhales here. And trying to be as still as possible. Remembering you can sigh your breath out at any time if you need to let go. And gently lifting your head wherever you are, slowly coming back onto your hands. And then take a deep breath in here. And sigh the breath out. Good, you can tuck your back toe here. And then you can either come into a knee plank, so just bring your right knee to meet your left, or you can come into a high plank. And wherever you are, exhale chaturanga. Inhale a little cobra. And then exhale, coming into tabletop. And spreading your fingers nice and wide, having your knees under your hips. And then you're just doing a little hip rotation. So keeping your shoulders and your hands static and making circles with your pelvic girdle. Also notice the lower spine. Also finding some movement there. Moving with your breath. Maybe pushing the hips from side to side if it feels good to you. Changing direction. And yeah, again, you can move slow or fast, whatever the body is calling for, whatever you need. Good, and then coming to stillness. And inhale the left leg behind you. And then exhale, bring that left knee to your left wrist. And then you can drop your left bum cheek to the mat and bring that left shin forward as you prepare for pigeon pose. So again, you want to roll over your back leg and find where your shin feels comfortable. So if it's not at 90 degrees, that's okay. Leave it where it is. Feeling into that activation on that left buttocks. Ooh, I do lengthen, inhale. And with your exhale, you can come down to your elbows, or you can let your chest come on onto the mat. Just being gentle with wherever you are. Breathing through the heart space, breathing from love. And then allow your head to relax towards your mat, using a block or a pillow if you need to. Staying here for a minute or so again, so long inhales, long exhales. Remembering again to just sigh out and let it go whenever you need to. The next inhale, gently lift your head up, slowly making your way onto your hands. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Good, and then from here you can either bring that left knee to meet the right for a knee plank, or you can lift that back leg coming into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Oh, sorry, not down dog. You're on your hands and knees, tabletop. There's no down dog in this class today. And then inhale the right leg behind you. Just to balance out the other side. Exhale, bring that right knee to the right elbow. And you can drop into your right bum. But then you're swinging your left leg to the front, so you're coming into staff pose. We're just doing it with this knee movement so that we're balanced either side. And then once you're in staff pose, bring your hands to your heart, lengthen through your spine. Feel that navel spine connection. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, rounding through your spine. Begin to release your vertebrae one at a time down to the mat. With control. And then sighing your breath out as the head finds the mat. Taking a moment on your back, just feeling how this feels. And then bringing your knees into your chest, hugging them in. Just coming a little bit forward here for this. Good. And then rocking from left to right. Just giving your lower back a little massage.
feeling into nourishing your body, coming to stillness, and then making circles with your knees. The exhale brings the knees to your chest, the inhale away. And then just checking in with your body, using your core and your hip flexors for the movement instead of the hands. The hands are just there for direction. And changing direction. And then making one more circle, coming to stillness, keeping your toes together and making circles by opening up the knees and closing them. And again, using the inner thigh muscles here and the core muscles, hip flexors, to move the legs. The hands are simply just there for soft guidance. And the power is coming from the muscles around the pelvic girdle, changing direction. And then when the knees meet again, you can come to stillness. And then with your breath in, sending your legs up to the sky. Sigh your breath out as you find the perfect L, pushing through the balls of the feet, drawing the navel to the spine. And then from here, gently move the legs towards your face for restorative legs in the air. You can do this with your muscles again, or you can use your hands to gently bring them closer, keeping that navel to spine, releasing, letting go, breathing. A few more breaths. If you're trembling, that's okay. We're just letting go. And then bringing your legs back to neutral, keeping them active, letting your left leg float down to the ground, and your right leg moving with your breath. Straighten your legs, finding Shavasana, taking a deep breath in, and sigh your breath out. As you find your Shavasana for a minute or two. And then taking a deep breath in, and sigh your breath out. My battery might die. Gently begin to move your toes and fingers, your ankles and your wrists. And then inhale, lengthen the arms behind you. Give yourself a big stretch as you tighten everything. Deep breath in. And maybe hold it for a moment. And then sigh it out. Let it all go. And surrender to this moment. Bring your knees to your chest. Hug them in. And roll over to your right side. You did a more yang practice or balanced practice. Bringing yourself up gently to seated, using minimal effort. Taking a moment, keeping your gaze soft,
Feeling into your body, bring your hands to meet again, connect into your heart space. And again, just take a moment to thank yourself for practicing self-love, for practicing presence, and for practicing awareness. I say thank you for joining. I say I love you. Namaste.